Hi everyone, it's Lotus and welcome back to my channel. Today we are finally doing October's bullet journal setup, and I know it is super late, but I finally had the chance to film it and I really wanted to get it up. So I'm not really sure what to call my theme for this month, but it is very inspired by autumn and the fall season and kind of like a cozy fall library with all of the autumnal colors, as you'll see shortly. This theme is not very drawing heavy, only on the cover page I drew something. So as you can see, I drew a bay window on the cover page. So here I am getting my marker and drawing in the bay window and the little seat that goes in front of it. I was really inspired by those libraries, like home libraries where you can have a book and sit down by the window and read. This theme is actually going to be very collage heavy because I just did not have a lot of time to draw, but I also felt like these photos really fit the autumn fall vibe. So here I am cutting everything out that I printed. And after that I kind of started playing around with the arrangement and seeing where I wanted to put things. So I used some of my tracing paper to make it easy to see the shapes that I had on the spread, and then place them on top to kind of rip all of the artwork that I printed out, all the pictures I printed, and be able to lay them out in a way that matched up and fit on the page. So as you can see here, I'm using my pencil to mark out some guidelines, and then I'm going for that ripped effect for all of the paper images, kind of like a puzzle piece that's been ripped, and I'm jigsawing it all together. And then I'm just using my glue stick to paste everything onto the page. So yeah, this is really different for me, but I do think that it's turning out really interesting, and it was definitely fun to do. So to decorate the window, I was debating drawing some like autumn trees through it, but I printed out this like foliage lying on the floor, like a pile of leaves, and I thought it would look really good inside the window. So here I am just cutting in pieces that will fit inside the window, again using my tracing paper, cutting it out. And then I found that if I placed the tracing paper piece on top of the leaves picture, it actually kind of looked like a frosted window effect. So I really liked how that looked on it, so I decided to leave the tracing paper there. And then I just went in with my Pigma microns and outlined the window just to make it pop a little bit more, because I didn't want to add these leaves into all the window panes. It would be a little tedious. So yeah, I just did that. And now I am coloring in the seat for the window. I chose this autumny red color, so I used my red Tombow brush pen, and then I used this maroon color Crayola Super Tip over the top because I thought the two colors blended together to give you like a nice burgundy. And then I filled in the bottom of the seat with this golden color that I feel like fit the theme really well. And this month I decided to take advantage of using my washi tape. So these are my washi tapes from Amanda Rachel Lee's collection, which like I barely ever use in my bullet journals, so this theme was a great chance to use them. Moving on to the adjacent page on the left hand side, I'm just using this picture of like a bunch of fall elements and a book, and then a pile of leaves on the side, and I'm just arranging that and then pasting it in with the glue stick and adding some washi tape as decoration. And then I used my Pigma micron to decorate with some doodles around it, so I made a little dashed border. And then I'm using my brush pen to write in fall vibes, and then also making that pop a little bit with some outlines and some gradient shading. And then to further decorate the page, I just added some fall buzzwords like comfy, cozy, warm, peace, and then just coloring them in with some of the colors from those photos, and then decorating it with some like reddish maroon leaves. Moving on to the calendar spread, I decided to continue that layout that I've been doing for the past couple of months with everything shifted towards the left-hand side. So I have 4 days of the week on the left spread and then 3 days on the right spread. And then I am just labeling in the days of the week in the top box and then numbering all of the boxes 1 through 31 for the month. And then to decorate the top, I'm just using my collage elements again. I printed out one big page of this like fall library with those autumnal colors, so I just used that one page and kept ripping pieces from it. And then I also printed a set of like fake book text, and it happened to be like Alice in Wonderland. So I just ripped a piece of that as well and layered it between all of my images. And then I just continued adding photos from my collage around the page, and then I made sure to trim off the excess that I had hanging off the page, but it was really hard to get a close cut with my scissors. And then I'm just writing in the October title using my brush pen in my classic handwriting, and then just ripping up around there to collage it into the spread. And then I just finished off this page with a little bit of washi tape, a little bit of more decorations on the bottom, and using that same golden accent color from the cover page to color in the days of the week bar at the top. Next we are moving on to the habit tracker and kind of memories or miscellaneous page I usually do. So here I took one of the pictures that I had of like the fall leaves, pile of leaves, and I just ripped out a little bubble and pasted it onto the page, and then I wrote out October thoughts for the title, and then I used one of the library pictures for the bottom and just made it diagonally on the corner, and then just spruced it up with some washi tape and the dashed border around the edges. Then for the habit tracker side, I just set it up with a different layout style than I've done before because the mini grid boxes just have not been working for me. I've been so lazy with my habit tracker, but I really do want to be recording these things because these are things that I should be doing. So I'm going to try a different layout this month, and hopefully adding more routine and structure to my life will help me out. I'm just numbering all the numbers for the month there. And then I had to add some decoration to tie in the theme on this page as well, even though there was a really small space to do so. So I colored in the habits with the golden accent color, and I added some of the pictures that I printed and like used small pieces of washi tape just to incorporate everything in. And now we are moving on to the last spread. So I'm using my brown accent color to divide out the 7 days of the week. This is actually the weekly spread for this week, so that's like how behind I am, but it's okay, I'll go back and fill everything in, and at least I'll be able to use it from Thursday until this weekend, and then this weekend I'll be setting up for week 2. But at the shop, I just continued with my collaged headings. So I'm just measuring out the space at the top and then doing some layering and then gluing everything in there. And I'm really just ripping these papers randomly and making sure it fits in a way that looks nice but also takes up the space and leaves enough space for me. So yeah, it was really interesting, and I think that's why setting up this theme was a little faster than when I have to draw and outline everything. So I just added a little title for the week, and then of course added some washi tape, and then pasted everything down. And for the second half of the spread, I made a little event sidebar because I have a lot of like meetings and like places to go. Not like hangouts, but like life stuff to do. So I just split it up for every day of the week and then the weekend together. And then just used all my accent colors to make it pop. I did a little drop shadow, and then I just added in the title for the events. And then the last thing I'm doing is just adding another collage piece to the title side of the right hand side of the spread. And then I just decided to title this Reminders and To-Dos, just because I'm just going to make a long like to-do list here of like everything I need to do that I haven't done already. And I just added some washi tape to that, and then I just needed to erase all of my pencil guides and trim off the excess around the sides, of course. And that was it. So here is the final flip through of this month's theme. This was such a last minute decision, but I think it still turned out pretty good, and it does fit that fall vibes, cozy vibes. So I hope you guys really enjoyed it. And as always, thank you for watching and subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you next time. Thank you so much. Bye!